Another mag live stream. Yes, welcome. Hopefully everybody make it in. I sent out some links. Patreon and all supposed to get some links to come in. Yeah, so we go wait on a few people to drop in. Then we getting on. So much respect to all the people who are already here. You already know it goes. We go get into some things. We go talk about the new world and this transition right here. And how they're gonna basically, force the masses in this world that they want them in, basically with the electric cars and everything coming up, the new world order with AI and everything else gonna be at the forefront, controlling the masses. We're gonna discuss that today. We go get into a few things about the supposed fossil fuel and all that they claim that they dig from the earth. We go just clarify that out the way also. And these automakers supposedly, big strike going on. Three automakers in America, three of the biggest, supposedly, all of them supposedly on strike right now. So we're gonna break that down and also, talk about what that gonna lead the masses into. Like I said, the new world is in transition, no doubt about it. So yes, come in everybody, and then we can get in. You know what I mean? Everybody come in. I'm trying to figure out if this live supposed to be a public live, but whoever, I don't think everybody can basically leave messages and all. Yeah, what's up, Sky? Yeah, I see you make it in right quick. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. I see you, no doubt. Yeah, we go wait and wait for a few more people to get in. Cause like I say, only members can really participate in the chat. So yeah, let's see if I could change some settings. Hold on. Yeah, we go get in a few minutes. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, go make a few little changes to it before it go up. Hmm. Yeah, okay. All right, man. I guess I'm gonna have to go and check it out to see what's got some problem going on with the live. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Yeah, well, might have a little delay as far as people coming in. We're gonna see what's really wrong with that before we get in. Just gonna make a few little changes so people can get in. Hold on. Yeah, it just won't show up on the live. All the people can't find this. Yeah. Okay. All right, we go get in and then, people can join in later. But it seems like there is some kind of, setting that I miss here. Let me see, I'm gonna go back in. Yeah, it's just weird that it don't show up. Okay, I'm going to content. Hmm. Yeah, we go get in, man. It's kind of weird that the live is kind of lost, if you understand what I mean. Not many people go get to see it, which is weird. How did they do that? Yeah, it's sort of like the live is hidden right now from the people. Mm. Never sure. Okay, we go get in, man. I don't know what's going on. I guess a lot of people not gonna find this live right here. I don't know if it's my fault with the settings or what, but there's something definitely going on. But we go get in. Like I said, we go discuss this supposed to be fossil fuel that they're supposed to be marching and striking about and all of these things going on. Protest. Basically, we're gonna get into it and break it down, see what they're talking about. Just make it run.
Ahead of a major March Sunday in New York City to escalate the fight to end fossil fuels, hundreds of climate activists block the entrances to Citibank's headquarters in Manhattan.
And if you understand, these supposed to be climate activists, you know already. It's our government set up because they want to beat it in the masses' head that this supposedly climate change is happening. Whether it get too cold or get too hot, they blame it on the same climate change. Let's listen.
On Thursday, as part of a push to end financing for the fossil fuel industry.
What do you mean financing for the fossil fuel industry? The fossil fuel industry would be one of the biggest, one of the most richest. Remember, that's something that the masses depend on. They have to use it in their daily life. You understand that? The fossil fuel is. So why did they need supposedly funding? Listen.
These 25 people were arrested, including Alec Connon, co-director of Stop the Money Pipeline. He spoke to Democracy Now! After his release.
Take a listen to this right here. We're going to speak to the supposedly news after his release. They lock him up for protesting, and he's released right away for interview. Like I say, it's just TV for the masses, as you could see this one in the plaid on, all Freemasonry. But take a look at this right here. Like I say, it's a big show just to switch over the world without the masses recognizing again.
Bank is the world's second largest funder of fossil fuels. Since the Paris Agreement was signed 7 years ago, which was supposed to be a pivotal turning point in the climate story, Citibank has loaned more than $332 billion.
That's all coding. You understand? Because listen, people, none of this shit is real. You have to understand they're just trying to change your mind if you don't believe in the supposed big global warming. They want to beat it in your head that it is a real shit, but it's not. Again,
the coal, oil, and gas companies that are fueling the climate crisis and fighting climate action at every turn.
Yes, and how did they do that, people? How did they supposedly fuel the climate change with the gas and the supposedly fossil fuel? Remember, this is something that they made in a lab. They never dig it from the ground. And that's not what the climate people supposedly worry about. The climate activists, they're not worried about the ground digging and it's going to affect the earth by them digging the earth. They're not talking about that. They're talking about the burning of the fossil fuel going to basically corrupt the earth in a way where you get disasters and everything. You understand? That's what they're telling you. So listen, people. The fossil fuel that they supposedly dig from the ground is a hoax. It's a 100% hoax. And like I say, it's a way for them to charge you a lot for it. It's just like mining. It's the same mining. Gold, diamonds, precious metals, and all of these things that they tell you they have to mine. Yes, it's supposed to be unpredictable, so the pricing always high. Listen.
And we've been engaging with Citi for years, talking to their senior leadership, encouraging them to listen to us and to start passing policies to stop financing fossil fuel expansion, but they have not listened. And so today we descended on their headquarters and we blocked 12 entrances to their headquarters and prevented many, many hundreds of their workers from being able to enter the building for an hour or 2 hours.
Also,
what that gonna do, people? People need to look into these things. What that gonna do to the whole system of fossil fuel? You're blocking them for 2 hours. That don't make no sense. But I feel like this is big distraction for the people right now. These things that they're putting on, all these marching and protesting and migrants and all of these shits, is to actually put a blinders over your eyes so you can't see what's going on right now. They're basically leading up the masses to the destruction with all of these things that they're putting on the table.
This week, some 400 scientists endorsed the demands of Sunday's March to End Fossil Fuels, part of the global fight to end fossil fuels.
And guess what? The person who fronting up right there have to be in orange, the one that's on the front line. And like I say, the fossil fuel was a hoax from day one. The masses shouldn't buy into it. They don't dig the ground and find pocket of oil just gushing up. You understand? It's fake shit. The dirt is the dirt. You can't find no pocket of oil in it. You understand that? That's a big old hoax they give the masses, and now they can flip flop on the prices because they mind it. It's fake shit.
Which will see actions take place around the world.
Of course, it's a
in an
setup.
open letter to President Biden, they noted he had vowed to listen to the science in tackling the climate crisis, but, quote,
Yeah. Listen to the science. The science is what got you in this damn mess. You believing in science, let you believe in all these things. You understand? That's why the world is going down in destruction in the name of science. The people buy into it, and that's why they use it to even pass a virus off on the people. Listen.
It's clear the crisis is spiraling out of control, and the policies of your administration, they said, with regard to fossil fuels, fail to align with what the science tells us must happen to avert calamity, unquote. For more, we're joined by one of the signatories to this letter, Rose Abramoff. She's an earth scientist who was just arrested for chaining herself to a drill in order to...
They're all fakers, people. 100% fakers. All these supposedly climate activists sitting in the roads, all of these things. They even say they was trying to block the fire festival people from going there. All of these things, people, is all set up for the damn people. Brainwash on the masses. You have to understand that. So this one right here, sitting on a drill and getting an interview right there on the news. You hear that? That's how they do it. And they're going to interview all of them that involved in this fakery. It's a government operation to put it in the people's head about climate change, which is a 100% hoax. They won't tell you what the real danger is lying ahead, that they basically put some things in this earth because it can't get out. Remember, I already told you the greenhouse effect is real because, yes, you're in a trap environment, the top cover with a dome. You understand? We're living in a dome. That means we cover with a top. So listen, all these things that they're letting go in here, fireworks and all these gunpowder they're setting on fire, all these things, explosions, fire, chemical, burn, all of these things, people. Yes, it's going to have repercussion later because it's going nowhere. So understand that when you go in a plane ride and you see that supposedly clouds, them just sitting there in big old pillows, what do you think going to happen? Like I say, they're silently doing that because they know it's going to be something happening out of that. And then they keep telling you about global warming, the human being footsteps. You understand that? For you to believe that you're the one who destroying the earth, or the creator is destroying the earth, or the earth getting mad, all of these things they're telling you is fakery. 100%. All this destruction done by them. And then they show you these punks right here and make a hero out of them. Listen.
Shut down construction of the Mountain Valley Pipeline in West Virginia.
Of course, it's set down all the construction for sitting right there on the drill. What do you think, people? How did this person even get on this compound, get close to these people pipelines? You better wake your ass up. It's just a hoax.
Which will carry 2 billion cubic feet of frack gas across Appalachia. This comes after she was fired in January from the Oak Ridge National Laboratory after urging other scientists to take action on climate change.
You hear that, people? This is how they make fake heroes and the masses in the end times. I already told you, don't take nothing from them. Don't take no hero from the establishment. These are the establishment. And they work for the establishment. You understand that? Don't take no hero from them. None of these people who say, oh, we're coming out for this and we're going to help these people take the juice and all of these things. They're all fakers. 100%. And your destruction is buying into it. Remember that shit.
Welcome back to Democracy Now!, Dr. Rose Abramoff. It's great to have you with us. If you can talk about 400 scientists have endorsed this march on Sunday, and this is kicking off a week of climate action. What your demands are and the significance of...
Look at the hand sign, people. Got the 666 and the hand sign and the supposedly the mockery. The mockery. Do you see it? That's what they pull off on the masses right here. It's just a mockery. Listen.
You all being scientists, many other groups have also endorsed.
What's a scientist, people? What is really a scientist? Sometimes I say these things and people gonna contest me and they still miss the point. I ask you a question, what's the work of a scientist? Who they really working for? Is they care about the real people here on earth? I said no. They are part of the deception of the masses. You understand that? The scientists gonna make you buy all of these devil shit that they have on the table. You're just gonna buy in because it's backed by science. You understand that? That's already sitting in your brain. That science is a real shit. But you have to remember, science is your own experiment and your result. Don't take science from nobody else. I already told you they use science to tell you what the earth shaped like. They use science to go to the moon. They use science to do all of these shit, all fake for the masses.
This march.
Thank you for having me on, Amy. Yeah, so this letter that some 400 scientists have signed is actually very simple. It's one of our shorter letters. It simply asks the Biden administration to meet the demands of the March to End Fossil Fuel.
First of all, you have to remember the Biden administration ain't doing shit. They can't do shit. They're puppets on the masses. Do you understand that? Do you hear Joe Biden mention some things that he want on the table and he can't get it done? Unbelievable that you said that you vote for somebody to stand up and they're going to be the one running the country. But you don't get it. Those are all puppets. And I'm going to show you that later on with the Joe Biden basically going to confess that he is working for somebody. And it's not you. You're working for the entity, the New World Order. That's exactly what they're working towards right now. The peoples who control them give them a script. And that's exactly what they got to follow.
Which are essentially to stop federal approval for new fossil fuel projects and repeal permits for major projects like the Willow Project and the Mountain Valley Pipeline, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a minute.
Don't laugh, man. It's supposed to be serious shit. Like I say, people, they're trying to push you closer to the electric world. Let me tell you something just in case you never look into it. Remember, when everything run by electric, they're close now. They're really close, people. Listen, anything have to recharge, gonna have a problem. You remember I tell you that. Anything that you have to recharge or you have to directly plug in a line to get electric for it to work, you're gonna have a problem with it later on. So listen, in order for the government to have full control, you remember they control the gasoline, the fossil fluid that they're bitching about. They control that shit and they use it to manipulate you. But guess what? The manipulation in the end of times, there can be no loophole. Do you got what I'm saying? Now listen with the loophole with the gas. Somebody can store up gas. Listen to me, they can. People can store up that gas or that fluid or whatever in tanks and tanks after tanks. All depends on their resource, how much money they have or whatever. They can actually do that. They can get gallons and gallons of gas and store it up and say, you know what? Government look like they're going to have something going on. Let me save these gas right here and save these oil where I can use later on when they say it's short. And maybe you can put a time on when you might run out, but you say, hey, I got at least 2 years, 3 years supplies. But no, people, when it comes to the electric, there will be no loophole. So yes, the gasoline, this fossil fluid that they're talking about, that they want to get rid of, it got too much loophole. The masses can find a way around it. Do you get it or not? I even seen one with somebody running a car off water. I breaks it down and talk about it. You know, the things that they can use to run a car. And they're coming up with these new ways and new things, and he can run that same car that they tell you use gas. So guess what? That's a loophole. With the electric car, no loophole. So listen, you might say you have a solar system set up at your house. The government have something to do with that solar system at your house. Remember, it's not natural. Or you say, oh, I'm just capturing the light, and light make energy, but the source that you use to capture it come from them. So that means you need them. You are at the mercy of these people to capture this naturality, supposedly. So we want to cut them out completely, but we actually going closer and more into their hands by going electric, by accepting it. Now we here right now on earth, we are alive and kicking. Can we refuse it? Can we reject it? Most people is already buying to it. That's the reason why we can't reject it, because the majority gonna make it happen. That's why they tell you majority rules. After all they have to do, control the majority, and they basically get whatever they need to get done. You control the majority and you control what happened. Because once the majority move with that agenda or that narrative, it's gone. They're gone with it. It big enough to swallow you up who don't want it. So yes, people, this electric, world that they take you in, where every clock that you see, remember, clock was a supposed to be, machine, mechanical machine that, basically, technology, or they make technology to make that shit keep moving without a battery. Do you understand? The motors, the gear in there make a motor. By you even moving around can make a watch work. Because they put a little thing in there where it swing back and forth, and it actually gonna spin those things to keep the watch moving. But now every watch, every clock is battery. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? I'm just taking you down to the lowest of things that use it. Your cell phone, your computer, all of these things got to use electric. So picture this, keep this in mind. If they shut down the electric for, let's say 5 months. Say for instance, you have no electric for 5 months. No electric come out. What do you think gonna happen? Everybody gonna suffer, including the people who have the supposedly generator. Not generator, because you can't use that. I'm talking about the solar system. Now they're actually making the generator to use solar. A solar kind of system with the supposedly battery, people. That lithium battery. So you get what I'm going at? Okay, so now battery control everything. When it's gonna be a rechargeable battery, it gotta be lithium. So you get what I'm saying? So these batteries gonna also cause fire, and that's another thing you need to worry about. But like I say, if they turn off the lights for 5 months, remember, those generators that made for backup, they don't make to run for 5 months. Even the one with the solar system. Remember, there is a battery behind the whole system that got to charge. That same battery, that ion lithium battery, or whatever they call it, that gotta be the main source of your energy. Anything at all. That's what they're gonna put in it. Yes, so now you understand what I'm saying. They turn that shit off for 5 months. Not even gotta be that long, but I'm just putting it there. They tell you some AI glitch and something happened and you can't get no lights. After 5 months, nobody got electric. Nothing work. Do you ever think about it? After 5 or so months, nothing work. Not even your solar system. Yes, because now you have to go get battery. You have to maintain it. That's why they only use it as backup. Yeah, if it can run your home forever, well, go ahead and run your home on it forever then. And don't worry about the lights go on and it gotta kick in. The lights go off and now it gotta kick in. No, just run your home off it and tell the government to move aside. I don't need your electric. I got this, but you can't. And a matter of fact, most of those electric companies now, They're introducing you to that solar system. Unbelievable. The electric company now telling you, hey, we can give you solar and a discount. So the reason why they tell you that is because they're actually using the solar. That's what they're giving you for current. The wind turbine and them things, that's what they use to make current. Even the waves and the movements of the water, the current of the sea, all of them things, they get electric from. You have to remember that shit. They don't get it from fossil fuel. It's fakery. You have to wake up on it. So the electric come from fossil fluid. It's a game they're playing. So yes, people, later on, you're gonna be at these people mercy because they got a switch that control the electric. Another thing that a lot of people sleep on, you now have a smart meter. It's a reason why they do it. You have to remember they turn everything electric, then they give you a smart meter. And now everything they tell you gonna affect the grid. It gets too hot, everybody turn on their AC. Oh, that mean it's gonna problem gonna be on the grid, strain the grid, and then it went out. And millions of people ain't got lights. Do you get it? What's going on here, people? You have to remember, you depend on electric from them, you're gonna have a problem. You can have an AI glitch. You can have a supposedly overload a grid, which they're always gonna tell you whenever it gets to certain times, like it's too cold, people turn on their heater. The heater work by electric and bam, the grid get overload and it blow up and now nobody have lights. I seen it with my own eyes happening already. So you can't doubt me here, people. This is what they got planned. They can turn off your whole life with one switch. You depend on all of these things. Internet. Remember, the internet don't work without electric. Your modem in your home, it don't work without electric. If ain't no electric getting to those supposedly, what they call them, those towers that they use to give you signal, then you won't have a cell phone work. You have to understand, people, the electric control everything 100% in. So now you understand that the electric that they're trying to bring in is for the destruction for the new world order. That's all it is. So all of this is pump faking to get rid of the way that you're used to bring in the new way. And I told you, the more they advance, is the worse it get, is the more dangerous it getting for the masses.
To phase out fossil drilling on our public lands and waters, to declare a climate emergency.
There you go, people. And look what they're carrying around. Wow, unbelievable dumb shit. And if you notice, orange hat, orange sign, all Freemasonry, 100%.
And to design an energy transition that protects workers' rights, which might relate to your earlier segment. And the reason why, we could get into the science of it, we don't actually spend a lot of time in this letter talking about how the continued use of fossil fuels puts us at greater risk of devastating heat and flooding, crop failure.
Devastating heat and flooding, people, from the fossil fuel. Like I said, they're the one who create disaster. They control that shit. They use it for the depopulation of the people. Why nobody can see it? Just take Libya for a little example. They open the dams on them people and tell them, listen, the dam break by a lightning strike. I don't know if they really say that, because me and somebody was arguing about it because they're trying to tell me that it's something natural occur, and I'm trying to tell them that something overflow not necessarily gonna break. Do you understand that? That's the reason why it overflow. It can't hold more than what it can hold. So anything else you throw and then roll out, it just float over. How did the dam get enough pressure to break it? They tell you it's a lightning strike. Same thing that they tell you start all these wildfires. It's fakery. You better wake your ass up. None of these things is naturally occur. They're the one who basically doing it, and they have this thing to blame it on right there. That's like I tell you with the long COVID. They just put it in place to blame shit on. Okay, listen.
puts us at greater risk of devastating heat and flooding, crop failure, climate migration. The message is very...
Even crop failure. Remember, that's gonna be gone, people. Later on, there's no crops in world. You're not gonna find no crops at all. No plantation. They're gonna have these little places that they claim they're growing vegetable in something similar to a lab. I already break that shit down. Something similar to a lab, that's exactly where you're gonna get the fruits and vegetable from. They're gonna create them for you like they're doing right now. They're just not telling you. So pay attention and don't worry about it. They're gonna call that shit organic. 100% in.
Simple. We feel like the science has come to such a complete consensus, and we just want fossil fuels to stop.
So you
look at this, an orange diamond sign, people. Fossil fluid kills. Like I say, later on, people, no lie. Because we've seen it. We've seen the supposedly push for change and the change become destruction. So later on, the sign would be saying electric is kill. You hear me? The sign gonna say electric kills. Remember that I tell you that. Okay, so later on when the electric car catch fire, start burning down houses, burn people up, you're gonna remember this. They're gonna hold the signs and say electric kills. Yes, when your home catch fire, automatic because you got a smart meter. What that mean when they say it's smart? It mean that it's something to keep you dumb down in a box. So yes, the meter now smart and giving them information, and they also can start a fire right there. Now, a lot of people gonna, frown upon me saying that, but you have to understand, if you have the smart meter at your home, yes, it can be remote. They will start a fire. They can remote, press a button, and that shit blaze a fire and catch your whole house on fire. It can trigger off sparks to burn down your home. Do you know that? The smart meter only mean that they have access to it from where they at. Everything smart, that's what it is. It collecting data on you that you will never understand. That's what smart means when it comes to these things, these devices, these things that they're giving you in the new world. Smart meaning it fucking you up, watching you, take your information, and do any damn thing to you. That's why it's smarter than you. Again.
You were arrested, Rose Abramoff, just a week ago when you joined, 4 other activists to block construction of the Mountain Valley Pipeline in West Virginia. This is one of the favorite projects of Joe Manchin, the most, receives most oil and gas funding of any senator in the U.S. Congress.
Why you worry about funding? Why don't you just stop the whole thing? You worry about funding. You're not throwing up on the fossil fluid itself. You worry about the funding. What a dumb shit for the people.
Can you talk about
Makes
your
no
actions?
sense, man.
Sure. Yeah. I was locked to the drill, poised to go under the Greenbrier River, which is the longest undammed river in the eastern United States. A lot of this pipeline overlies this karst geology, which is a very kind of vulnerable and difficult substrate to drill through, and poses a lot of vulnerability for the local environment. And then, of course, we have the basic climate impact of the 90 or so million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent per year, which we can't afford if we want to meet our climate goals or come anywhere close.
What is the climate goal, people? What is a climate goal? They're making sense to you? What kind of goal they're trying to reach? And the other day when I did a video and they mentioned about the ozone layer, I was like, damn, that sound like this. That's some things that I never hear in a long time. The ozone layer, the one that they was fooling the masses back in the 90s, have them running out of their shoes. But a hole is in the ozone layer and what we need to do to get it patched. Now, all of a sudden now, they forget about it. I guess it's already patched. So they're telling the masses in that video that I did that gonna come back. The oil is basically resurfacing in the ozone layer. But these dumb fucks can't show you a supposedly ozone layer. They can't show you it. If they show you it is cartoon like the damn black hole, people just dumb in this world. They show you that shit is only cartoon. Same way they show you what a virus is. You understand? Fake on.
Meeting our climate goals.
Climate goals.
And so I was locked on. There were actually 5 elder women who were part of the Rocking Chair Rebellion who were locked on or blocking.
Look at this right here, people. They're just playing with the masses. It's dumb. Why don't you go on the damn line, the train line right there? Because if they're going to pass with some shit, of course they use the train to bring it. They use it to bring chemicals and all of that shit. Why don't you be on the train line? Why would you be right there in that empty path? Nothing pass right there. What a dumb shit for the masses.
And, we all felt that this pipeline is emblematic of the larger struggle to transition away from fossil fuels, that we're failing in that struggle right now.
Why is they show the rocking chair, people? Why? Rocking chair rebellion. This is a joke right here, people. It's a 100% joke. Who take this shit serious? Wow, unbelievable. Like I say, they're working on the people's brain who got low IQ.
And, Senator Manchin, as you said, the champion of the MVP, has received more money from methane gas pipelines than any other lawmaker. And so, there's really, it's really egregious that this is still happening. From a scientific perspective, it's a no-brainer that we shouldn't be expanding fossil fuels, full stop. Added to the carbon risk is really the cost.
Orange-looking pipe, but you're telling the masses that you're going to stop fossil fuel, or this is just a joke. I already told you, people, they're making way for the more destruction of the masses. Remember, like I tell you, the gas destroy you and they control you same way. But the electric put more points on their side. Do you understand? Like I say, it will be no loophole. They're gonna control you, period. 100%. And they're bringing all these things that you're interested in, all these devices, all of these things, everything gonna control by the electric. And that's gonna be your downfall. 100%
to ratepayers and taxpayers, because this needs to become a stranded asset if we're ever going to meet our climate goals. So, this pipeline, which is being built now, really can't and shouldn't be put into service.
I mean, West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin recently went to the construction site to speak about how the project is on track, will provide jobs. The company says it wants to finish.
MVP, people. Wow, the same thing they use in sports. For one individual in a sport, supposedly team sport, to give you MVP, same shit they give you right there. What you think, people? It is coding. Pay attention here. They're not doing nothing to help the people. They're forcing you to bend into the way they want you. You understand? The electric is the way to go. They can make you believe in it by bringing you all of these shits, all of these fakers, supposed to be climate activists. What they're gonna do, people? You think electric is good for the earth? Remember, they tell you if it's digging is the problem, they have to dig to get those substances supposedly to make the battery. So you tell me, people, what's gonna be better when the whole wide world gone electric and supposedly move from fossil fuel? What that gonna do to help us in the future? You better understand it's the destruction, and they know all of this shit was written on scripts. They're just following in
construction to restore the environment. Your response to these kinds of statements?
Right. Well, I don't think that it's at all accurate to say that building this pipeline will restore the environment. I think it'll do exactly the opposite. And what will restore the environment?
Go back a little bit.
Right. Well, I don't think that it's at all accurate to say that building this pipeline will restore the environment. I think it'll do exactly the opposite. And what's left of this pipeline now is still hundreds of water crossings, which are in the sort of riskiest types of construction for the local environment. And then, of course, there's the emissions burden of this pipeline, which I think is fairly obviously a negative impact on the environment. Locals don't want this pipeline. The resistance to this pipeline is primarily local. And, it's also been primarily very effective. I sort of find it heartening that this pipeline is 6 years behind schedule and billions of dollars.
Right there on coding, about $6 million behind schedule. You have to understand, if this was real, there's no way these people can go there and affect none of these shit that the government got going on. Do you understand? And if they're running these pipelines, they think they're gonna tell you? Think they're gonna give you a heads up so you can go ahead and protest? All of these things right here is made up for the masses. Like I say, they want you in a specific place. Yes, and they have to bend you, they have to program you, whatever they have to do, they're gonna get you there. You have to understand it. Let's get in the chat a little bit before we move on. Appreciate everybody for being here, man. You already know we got a long way to go still. We go chop it up, see what's going on in the chat. Yeah, Christina Jones, I see you. What's happening? Yeah, always making it happen in the air. I see you. Yeah, appreciate that little donation. Appreciate it. No doubt. Yeah, Mike Lacrosse, what's good? Yeah, appreciate the donation, man. Much love, respect. You already know. Yeah, Mary Charles, I see you in the building always. Much respect. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Doodle, I see you. What's good? Dougal, yeah, I see you, man. What's happening? Yeah, yeah. We on. Yeah, I was looking to see if I get, any Patreon up in the building. Let me know, man. Yeah, I did send out some notification there. Hopefully everybody get it. Yeah. Courtney, hey, what's happening? I see you. What's good? Appreciate that every time. It's what it is. Yeah, Guy, what's happening? I see you. What's good? Hey. You already know, man. Yeah, yeah. Hey, well, it's all, members, so they know what the deal is. You know what to do. It is what it is. Yeah, he's no stranger here, so it is. Yeah, it's all family up in here, so that's why, we do it like this, so we don't have no intruder or none of that in there. You feel me? Yeah, it's all love and family up in here and chopping it up. Yeah, that's how we want it. Lily Gross, I see you. What's good? Yeah, yeah, we on. Yeah, we go get back in a little bit because this right here, you have to understand. So, with me talking about this right here a while ago with this fossil fuel and all of that, and can you believe some people will look at it like it's some kind of coincidence why you end up with the supposedly, strike going on. I guess they have a union. Supposedly that tied to all of these major car company or car makers in America because all of them striking at the same time. So listen, people, you get the fossil fuel, which that's what those cars that they're making supposedly used to run. So is that a coincidence why, they want to shut down all the movements on the car making, and at the same time they want to shut down the fossil fuel? You see what they're doing here? Okay, so listen what I got to tell you before we get into this video right here with the strike with the major car companies or other companies in America. Now, for the most part, you might not even have those brands anymore, those companies, those car companies. You have to listen to me. Later on, when they go all electric, you might have some cars fall off. Like I mentioned, you've seen a lot of, like a BMW. You see a BMW, they have 100 different lines of car and vehicles. That gonna stop. They're gonna put out 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. I say between 3 and 4. Every car company gonna have a maximum of cars that they can put out. 3 or 4 cars. Just like you see the Tesla. So the Tesla basically is showing you what's gonna happen later on. So the Tesla with small car, medium-sized car, and a supposedly crossover. And I think they do have another bigger Tesla or whatever, but you're barely seeing them nowadays. I don't know if they're making them new, but like I say, it's gonna be like 3 or 4 cars to every car company. So Tesla being the blueprint right now. So listen, you might not have Ford, Chevrolet, and them no more. I'm trying to tell you, people. If you notice, they're not really jumping on the electric car board. They're not jumping on that board yet. They're not jumping on the electric cars like the Lexus do and Hyundai and Kia and all of these cars and all of these companies supposed to be jumping in. Who knows, people, if they're going to have a GMC or Ford and them things. GM probably going to be out of business when the electric cars put in place. Like I say, you never know, but it's going to be a drastic change of what the masses used to. Let's get into this. Make it run. Let's see what
The
they're talking
UAW,
about.
the United Auto Workers, has launched an historic targeted strike against the big three U.S. automakers.
So you hear that? The big three U.S. automakers. So why, people? Why would those supposedly workers strike at the same time? Okay, let's see if we can figure it out.
Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis, which is the parent company of Chrysler.
Chrysler,
On
okay.
Thursday, UAW President Sean Fain
The Chrysler already done, people. There is no Chrysler. The Chrysler already gone off the market. And most of those cars is a waste of time, people. Why they need to have so many car brands? It's a waste of time. 100% in. But yes, they're going to cut them down and leave you with a smaller number. Remember, pay attention.
announced strikes at three facilities, a GM plant in Wentzville, Missouri, a Stellantis complex in Toledo, Ohio, and a Ford assembly plant in Wayne, Michigan. About 12,700 workers are taking part in this.
Look at this right here, people. Go back again. Listen.
Michigan. About 12,700 workers are taking part.
No, man. That's the 3 7s. You don't get it, people. The 12 and the 7. 12 is at number 3. Why the 3 7 show up? Like I said, they're hoaxing the masses. And all of these people were staged. 100%. And do I have to tell you about every protest, or you already know? Because I already wake you up on it. You're supposed to know all of these is government agenda. They want some people to bend in a certain way. So they organize this shit right here. It's the government. They give them the signs, they give them the clothing and everything. You have to understand it's an operation to bend and twist up the masses.
In this initial strike, but Fain said the strike could be expanded.
Tonight,
Listen.
for the first time in our history, we will strike all three of the big three at once.
All three of the big three, coding 33 coding, but big threes, fakery. So listen, take a look at the signs in the background. These are what they give them to walk around with right there. All government organization. You have to remember that there's no coincidence here. Nothing basically moving off random. All stage shit for the masses as he got stand up right there on the podium. It's a faker. 100%. What they want you to do, people, is to buy into the new world. The electric cars, they're not going to need these companies no more. And you're not going to have a job there. So you can strike all you want. That shit go run by AI. Remember that shit, people. Ever since they give you the supposedly COVID pandemic, they kind of get the masses, ease them out of their comfort zone. So they're used to it now. They're not in their comfort zone now. They're used to it. So yes, people, you might not even have a job no more. For all those people who supposedly be working at these car company plants in America, they won't have them anymore. You have to understand that for most of these cars, it's built by robots. AI control robots. So you have to understand that they don't need you to work. So listen.
We are using a new strategy, the stand-up strike. We will call on select facilities, locals, or units to stand up and go on strike.
Stand up and go on strike, and I guess that's how you save. It's supposed to be American dream, and this supposed to be burned with real fire. You burn that sign with fire for real about American dream. The American dream is a brainwash. And what is that in these times? Everybody gone dumb. What is a damn dream? What did you dream about, people? Tell me, what is a dream? Because they control your subconscious mind. Anything that you vision while you're asleep. Controlled by them. I'm not lying, people. Remember, your subconscious only working off what's around you, what you're seeing, what you believe in, what's been presented to you. That's the only thing your subconscious mind can reflect back on. So dreams is fake shit. Dream is just an illusion. So you can't have a dream but save the dream. Or you're gonna save American dream. The American dream is dead long time. It's just a game they're playing on you thinking that you can reach a certain status, white picket fence and all. It's a joke. You will own nothing in this world like they say, and you will love it. Why? Because they're doing all this shit to you right here. Make you think certain things is not really, you shouldn't be reaching out to these things. You should be reaching out to that thing right there. So they control your dreams. So don't worry about American dream. Dead. It's bullshit for the
This strategy will keep the companies guessing. It will give our national negotiators maximum leverage and flexibility in bargaining. And if we need to go all out, we will.
Being on jobs, people.
The strike comes during a highly profitable period for the big three automakers. According to the UAW, the three auto companies made a combined $21 billion in profits in the first 6 months.
You hear that, people? Listen, they give you the 3 6s right there in plain sight. No doubt about it. The people just sleep. And I told you, a lot of people, when they hear the mag break down these numbers, they say, this, that. Oh, the mag just making up stuff. Oh, orange, why you mention orange and where orange, you don't get it. All of these things is put together for the peoples who control you to understand what's going on. Remember, people from the next side of the earth can see this and know that they're involved in it by the numbers. That's what you need to understand. Only the smart people can figure them out. I already told you, signs and symbols with numbers rule the world. Listen.
$1 billion in profits in the
How much?
According to the UAW, the three auto companies made a combined $21 billion in profits in the first 6 months
of the 6 months. There you go.
Year. The unions demanding higher wages, a return to traditional pension plans, and a shorter work week. This is Jesse Ramirez.
Shorter work week. So there you go, people. So now the people's protesting for a shorter work week. You see that right there? Like I say, the work week is done. They don't need you to put a door on a car, B. They don't need you to put insulation in a car. They can do it with a bot. You have to understand those arms that you see moving and slapping on things run by AI. They don't need you, people. You have to remember that. The human being understand one thing. They don't need you in this new world. Okay, so you remember when they tell you that Silicon Valley and all of these places, Silicon, lay off a lot of people. Not lay off, my bad. Send them home because of the COVID. Kind of getting it, getting ahead of myself here. But they tell them to stay home because of the COVID, right? So the people get used to being home and getting paid. So you kind of feel good to stay home and get paid. You don't have to go to work. And then guess what they tell them to do? Come back into work. You even see Twitter come and this fucking sodomite they call Elon Musk, and everybody need to come back in the office or this, that. They were just playing with the damn people because they don't need you to work in a tech company. Remember, tech is AI, people, run by algorithms. What I tell you a long time, the whole YouTube system run by bots. The people don't understand it, run by only bots. Meaning it's algorithms run this shit. You can't get no real people in here. So yes, this is how they do it, people. You have to understand. They set this up as a plan. No doubt about it. They don't need human being to work. No tech company. All tech is AI. 100%. They don't need human being like you and I. What they're going to do with us? And the computer is working. Supposedly like an algorithm and detecting shit and know who you are and all of them things. They don't have to do it no more. Run by AI. So the human being won't have a job. So you see these protesting and them things? It's just to make you accept the new world. Yes, you're going to march and hold flag and signs and say you want a shorter work week. And then AI take over with a bang.
Ramirez, president of UAW Local 230.
It's a long time coming. Our members are owed what they gave up during the bankruptcies. We gave up pay, we gave up COLA, we gave up pensions. Tears were introduced into our location here. So it's about time that all the sacrifice that our members gave to this company to bring it out of bankruptcies and now one of the most profitable car companies. It's time that our members get what's owed to them.
On Wednesday, UAW President Shawn Fain addressed auto workers about the need to strike.
I'm at peace with the decision to strike if we have to, because I know that we're on the right side in this battle.
So listen, people, because the new thing nowadays is just striking. So listen, all over the world, it's not just America. It's in the UK, everything is a damn strike. That's the reason why they're going to destroy the work industry. That's what they're trying to do. Because they're done with it, people. It's done. That phase is done. Remember, they want you to work every damn day before. Now they're talking about a shorter work week. They're done with you. There will be no more jobs out there for the people. You see them reading out jobs report is fakery. You have to understand, you go into a supermarket, you've seen it yourself. All self-checkout. Now, I remember doing a video and tell you this, that the AI is dumb. The AI is way, 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 way dumber than you. They just call it smart for you to accept it and give it the lead way. I already told you that. So guess what's going to happen when something dumb as a AI running the system? I already show you the ones that delivering food in New York and California, and they're doing all this dumb shit in the street. Even easy for somebody to flip it over and take out the damn food. So you understand what I'm saying here? The AI is a dumb thing. Dumb, the system of AI is dumb. The whole thing is dumb. You can't let AI run shit because it is dumb. No doubt about it. The signal or the supposed to be sensor are them things that run them things, and what it's supposed to detect and all of them things can throw it off. That's what you need to understand. You just have it detecting something that's not really what it is that it detecting, but it learned to detect certain things, and that's what it detect. And you feel like it detect something specifically, but it don't. It just in a bracket. It fall under a category, so it just work with it, but it's not the things that it's supposed to work with, if you understand what I mean. I mention it all the time with the AI get tore off because of what the signal they're getting. It's not the right signal. It's not going to make the right decision. So you have to understand. That's why I mentioned about the medical industry going AI. Gonna fuck up everybody who tied to medication. Yeah, the prescription and everything could be off. And that's all you need for your death in this world. A mix-up medication, a wrong, diagnose you with something that you don't have, give you some medication that you're never supposed to meet with another medication, and then boom, you're dead. All by AI. Remember, I already told you, they're setting it up nice and smooth for the AI to destroy the masses. As soon as you believe in enough to put your life in that hand of the AI, that's your destruction.
It's a battle of the working class against the rich. The haves versus the have-nots.
Listen to this.
The billionaire class against everybody else. And again, in talking about that, this class warfare, people accuse us and say this is class warfare. There's been class warfare going on in this country for the last 40 years.
Watch his hand sign. He's holding the pyramid under the banner while he's prepping down on his script. Listen to him here.
The billionaire class has been taking everything and leaving everybody else to fight for the scraps.
Yeah, but why you think they're billionaire? You don't get it, man. Like I say, nobody want to accept it or admit it, that these people that they call billionaire and own all these things, they're basically tied to the system. You got to understand that. What did you bow down to? How did you get to that status? Far away from the rest of the regular people. You're a billionaire and all of this and own these companies and all of these things. What you think? You're mentioning things that's obvious. Of course, the billionaire grabbing all. That's why they're billionaires. What do you think?
And when I talk about that, there's one more piece of scripture I like, it reminds me of
Listen,
in Matthew
scripture.
19, 23,
Uh-huh.
24,
Listen.
which states,
Mhm.
it is easier for a camel
Listen.
to pass through the eye of a needle
Mhm.
than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God.
Yes, but hear it, people. Listen to this. These are what your whole life depend on. Your whole life is leaning on riches. That's your damn goal. That's why you have the American dream right there on the side. I just pointed out. Okay. So what that involve? The American dream. Keep that alive. What is that for? What is the American dream? It's not to get rich. Okay. So it's the same fucking shit, people. So now they're gonna quote the Bible right there about you can't get into the kingdom of heaven with riches, and that's what they're hunting for. That's what the American dream is. That's why you buy the lottery. That's why they brainwash you into buying that shit. So don't come make no damn speech right here like you're a good person and you believe in the goodness of this earth. It's full of shit. And the masses, wake your ass up. Can you believe this shit? Of course you want to get to where the billionaire at. That's what they teach you in this world. Move.
Why is it easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle
Why is you gonna explain that? Is you talking to babies? Is you talking to some kids here? This is dumb. Wow, unbelievable
than
shit.
for a rich person to enter the kingdom of God?
Uh-huh. Yes.
I have to believe that answer,
Uh-huh.
at least in part, is because in the kingdom of God,
Mm-hmm.
no one hoards all the wealth while everybody else suffers and starves.
So you see, you have it all wrong, brother. In the kingdom of God, there is no damn wealth. There is no damn wealth. There is no riches. There ain't no money. The creator don't create money. The devil people control it to harvest your damn soul in this earth. You have to take something more than humanity. Respect something more than humanity, and they give it to you. Money and vanity, and bam, that's your damn soul. So what you talking about here? Like I say, people, it's a brainwash, the whole thing. Again,
Kingdom of God, no one hoards all the wealth while everybody else suffers and starves.
there
In
is
the-
no wealth, people. Wealth don't control shit. But right here in the devil hurt. So you talking about the kingdom of God and you're still mentioning this shit? You better wake your ass up. God don't have nothing to do with that. The creator don't create money. Only things that's natural. Like I say, naturality make you know God, and that's why they bring you here in this center right here. You can't know the creator right here. Only what they tell you, that's it. They tell you to praise somebody and worship somebody and all of these things that that person do and all of this shit, and you just follow suit. You don't know God. You don't know the creator. You don't know shit. How you gonna know the creator without creation? Where is the creation here on this side of the earth? They even put food in bags to feed you. Where is the creation here? You tell me why the trees give you pollen and not food. Why pollen give you sickness, people, and not health? So you see what I'm saying? The tree's supposed to be producing things for the masses' health, to keep you alive and keep you living on this earth, but no. Give you allergy and you're sick, and then they tell you, bam, you have a COVID because you're inhaling those particles coming from the tree. That's what they got to offer here. So what is they talking about, people? Again.
Kingdom of God, no one puts themselves in a position of total domination over the entire community. In the kingdom of God, no one forces others to perform endless, back-breaking work just to feed their families or put a roof over their heads.
Yes, that's true. And that's why I mentioned the faraway land that we came from. It's so much naturality, there's no way they could manipulate you there, turn you into a damn slave. You don't have to work for this shit that's grow, and that's all there. Do you understand what I'm saying or not, people? The only thing that matters to life is right there. That means nobody can show you some other shit and say, oh, this is healing, buy it right here. Oh, you're getting fat, so buy these medication right here to get you slim. Oh, this, that, you have diabetes, so get these insulin. No, people, it wouldn't work like that where you originated from. human being habitat. Everything is there to keep the human being happy. I know it sounds hard for you to believe because you know it's nothing else but think outside this box that they put you in and you get it. You have to be able to think beyond these fences and barriers that they put up. The brain's supposed to go all the way out of there and can tell you things. You understand that? Use it. The life that we're supposed to live, we're not living it none at all. That's why I mentioned people get old and die. And you know what? I put out that video yesterday. We was there chopping it up on the live and all that. And a lot of people still don't understand what I'm saying there. Some people say, oh, I don't want to live to see 150. That who want to live to see? You don't get it. That means you would never be whole like that at 150 or 200 years old. I know you can't think about it because it's outside of the box. It's outside of the circle. You can't think about it. But listen, when I tell you can live 20, 40 times longer if you was in human being habitat, you have to believe me. You're not going to be whole and sick. Do you get it? That means your life basically, your body growth and your body development stop at a certain point, and that's where it is until you live till you die. Do you get what I'm saying? You're not gonna be old, you're not gonna be sick, because that's all chemical reaction. Chemical reaction make you old. That was my whole point of that video right there for the masses to understand. Is your way of living, your culture, the way you live, the way they teach you to live, the way they program you to live. That's what your demise is. That's what make you old and sick. That's what kill you. Do you get it? So if you live to see 200 years, 100 years old, you're going to be a strong 200-year person. Do you get it? You're not going to be whole and breaking down. That was a design plan for you to live in this environment. So you die so other people live. That's all it is. You have to die for other people to live. That's the reason why they do it. No doubt about it. Make it run.
That world's not the kingdom of God. That world is hell.
Of course it's hell.
Living paycheck to paycheck, scraping to get by, that's hell. Choosing between medicine and rent is hell.
You hear that, people? Choosing between medicine and rent is hell. But he's not telling you in that way that you're supposed to get it. The medication is hell. If you're on that shit, you're in hell. You're a part of hell. Because hell is hurt. The earth right here is hell. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse until you realize that it is hell. It's not all the way there yet. They're in the process of turning into damn hell right here on earth. Where do you know the most disgusting things happen in life? Right here. You don't know nowhere else. This is hell right here. It's gonna become hell later on when they destroy you. You understand? When the destruction is on, of course it's hell. So listen, them people that wash away in Libya from those dams they break and hoping it up on them, what did they face? That's hell. The people who die, the people who part of it, who will get in touch with it, that's hell for them. Now go to the Maui fire now. The Hawaii fire in Maui. That's hell for them. They burn them to ashes. What is the hell, people? Okay, you have a tsunami come to and kill 300 million people in Indonesia back in the days, in 2003. You tell me, what is that to them? That's hell. So yes, hell is on earth. You're just yet to see it. Do you get it? So yes, the people's already been to it. They've seen hell on earth already. You're gonna see it at some point. You better remember, some people run into this ground. Oh, that ground is safer. That ground is higher. You're gonna have to face it one time. Hell on earth. It's right here. All the things they're talking about, that's hell. So you're talking about hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck you're living. You should never accept that job to begin with. You understand that? The job that not gonna make you supposedly all right in this earth, they call rich. I mention it all the time. I don't believe that you should be work and still poor. Working 2, 3 jobs, some people. They get off one job, they get on another one. And you're not rich. You're still suffering. You still find it hard to make ends meet. That's not right, man. That's wicked. So you working your ass off. You can mention the billionaire because he don't work. Those billionaires don't work. The people who own these companies, they don't work. You're breaking your back to make this company what it is. Like I told you before, don't treat the job like it's your business. It's not. Your job is to go there, do whatever on the table for you to do, and you go home. When you leave that shit, you don't remember it, you forget it. Don't think about it like, oh, I'm gonna have to do this in the morning. I have to go out there and level off these things. Have to go take a. No, take your mind off work when you leave there. That's how they consume your whole mind. Occupation. Remember, it's occupying your whole life. Sometimes you're talking to people about real shit that's going on, and they be like, I don't want no time for that. Can't even think straight. How am I going to think about that? I don't have no time for that. I got to feed my kids, got to do all these things, got to go to work. So it consumes your whole life. That's the reason why they call it an occupation. You occupy your whole life. You have time for nothing else, even when you're at home. You're thinking about the job, or you have to rest up for the job. Every preparation is for the job. Get some clothes ironed for the job. Get your lunch ready for the... All of these things that you have to do, preparation for the same damn job, it consumes your whole life. And to understand that you're going to come out of there living hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck, that's not going to be a good feeling. You're struggling, but you're working hard. The people who own the company, they're not working hard. So I said, they treat you like a number. I employ you. So guess what? What you going to do? You say, hey, listen. You go to work and you do that work, and then when you leave it, the work stays right there. You're not going to break your back. You're not going to do nothing extra for that job. No. The boss man, the owner for the business, he's not down there, shoveling shit and do all these things. No. So you don't put too much effort in it. Just like they treat you like a damn number, they can fire your ass and replace you tomorrow. You're dead on the job, they replace you again real fast. That's how you have to treat the damn job. Yeah, don't show too much interest in that shit, because you shouldn't. You shouldn't base your life on it, because it's not your business. And if it crash, oh well, you move to another one. Just like, if they fire you, they move to somebody else, and you have to find something else to do. Do you get it? Yeah, don't treat these jobs like they are your life. They're not. They're not your life, and these people are supposed to respect you more than the respect they're giving you. They're supposed to give you way more respect, because you're running their business and they're chilling. So I'm telling you, don't take it too much, people. Don't put too much on your head about these jobs. Just take it with a grain of salt. Same way how they treat you, you treat them the same way. You're not there to make their business better. None of that shit. You shouldn't. That's their fucking job. That's their work. They're going to reap the benefit. That's their job, to come in there early in the morning and make sure this thing go so they can make more money in their pocket. You shouldn't do it. No doubt about it. And I'm always going to mention the fact that the people don't make they don't make the pay. They don't make the paycheck. So you come and you tell me, hey, listen, I want you to do this and make these boxes to put these things in, and I want you to do it 8 hours a day. Why the hell I can't say, listen, this is what I want to do, that job you just mentioned. Put it on paper that this is what I'm charging. That's why we have so much poor people in the world. They don't allow you to charge for the damn work that you put in. So I'm going to the store to pick something up to eat. I can't tell these people, look, this cracker value $1, that's all I'm going to pay you, but you have $10 on it. This is what I'm going to pay you for it right here, $1. That's all it value. Just like I come to the store to do some work for you, and you tell me how much you're going to pay me. So that's the unbalanced world we live in. Come to work for you, you tell me what you go pay me. The fucking establishment there, I can't go there and tell them, listen, this is what I'm going to pay for this. Yeah, I need a bed to sleep on. So yes, this is what I'm going to pay for it. That's what I think it value. No, you can't. So why the hell you're gonna put a value on my labor? I'm the one who's gonna be doing the work. Well, they have some people who do make the decisions, and those people, they're not gonna complain about their living hand to mouth or they're living paycheck to paycheck. The people who decide how much they get paid is the only ones who are gonna make it or have something in this world to say yes. You dig what I'm saying here, people? When you can make your own price of the work that you put in, that's the only way you're gonna be like, financially secure in this earth. If you go and they're paying you what they want to pay you, no, it's not gonna work. There's no way you're gonna get rich off them paying you what they want. Only the people who supposedly make their price gonna get there. So we just prawns in here. We just working and building up whatever they want us to build up for our destruction. We just go along and they're supposedly paying us to do it. Yeah, the world is upside down, people. We go switch from this right here and go to something else. Like I said, they're just mocking you right here, even quoting the Bible. It's mockery. 100% mockery. They're all after the same supposedly dream of being rich. All of them in this satanic earth reaching for the same goal. Of course, that's what they're doing. They can't fool me. We're going to get to something else right here. We're going to talk about this Joe Biden right here. Like I say, this character right here, the Joe Biden, basically, see him standing right there with the orange behind there and the flag and the star and all of these things coding. We go get into him and listen what he go say right here, basically. And these people they just hand us to bash him. No lie. The supposedly Sky News is just there to bash Biden. Remember, they love Trump because every news is a side. You know that already now. Every news take a side. When they read the news to you, they want you to take a side. So listen right here with them supposedly bashing Biden right here on the Sky News. But listen.
Most powerful man in the world, who is commander in chief, because it ain't this guy.
Listen.
I see.
Listen.
I'm just following my orders here.
So there you go, people. When I always tell the people that these guys is puppets, they don't listen. You want him to say it out his own mouth that he get harder to do something there. He have a script. I've never seen a president talk straight without a script. Never. That's why everybody talk about Donald Trump is different. I say, notice if he reading a script. Well, yeah, he did. So what is he? How is he different from this character right here that read a script? All of them is puppets controlled by the people who own us. You understand? Go back again. Listen.
Most powerful man in the world, who is commander in chief, because it ain't this guy.
I see. I'm just following my orders here.
He's just following his orders, and you see what underneath there, people? The ego, Freemasonry. They're the one who control him. All president is Freemason. They have to follow these rules and regulations for them to be there. So yes, people, it's a brainwash for you to even believe in this character. He got nothing for you. Again, he only reading the script that the people is in charge of him give him to read. What they tell you to do, bro?
He's just
Go back again. You forgot what he came there to do, people? Listen.
I see.
Hold on.
Most powerful man in the world, who is commander in chief, because it ain't this guy.
This is a joke.
I see. I'm just following my orders here.
Following the orders, But you can't put it in line. You can't put it in line so you can follow your orders. You lost already, people. Like I say, this is not a real human being, and it playing like he got Alzheimer's. He do. He playing like he got dementia, but it's not a real human being. Remember, listen. He lost.
He's just following orders, folks. That was the president on Sunday in Vietnam during a press conference. And as always, the president has a cheat sheet with the questions he's likely to be asked and the names of those likely to ask it. And he still manages to stuff it up. And nowadays, his staff don't even let him finish before they abruptly end a press conference. Have a look at this.
Had access to.
Why did they have the press conference to begin with? Press conference never tell you shit. They always have questions and they say, hey, we can't answer that right now. Hey, we waiting on this, we waiting on that. Oh, we can't get into that right now. Just like they tell you a school shooting happened and this chief of police come having a big old press conference. Everything you ask him, oh, we can't get into that now. Why did you have a press conference and you can't say shit? You can't answer no questions. Why is the press conference there? Just to convince you that they're willing to answer questions, but they're not.
Change it, had access. It wasn't confrontational at all. He came with very
Thank you.
People, listen how we talk. How can you have somebody like this as the president to run a country? That's why you know the world is a stage, people. I mention it all the time. Why put a whole geezer right there, a whole bat to run the country? Why would you put him there? You retire people at 65 years old, meaning they're too old to work. You put a president in there 80 years old? Huh. You can't even see his eyes, people. He always looking like he got a problem with the light. Every time you see him, his face look like he smells shit. Like he can't handle the lighting. And that's the president of America right there. He can't get nothing done. He have to wait on votes. They block everything he put on. How he become the powerful man, the most powerful man in the world, they call him. He have to read a script. He just tell you he following orders. Now, this supposed to be, most powerful man in the world. Who is he following orders from? Just take a look at that little bit. Just answer that question. Who is the most, they mentioned, he's the most powerful man in the world. Now, what orders and who make the orders that he following? The world government. Bam. The people who own us. They own him too, people. They own him. He's just a big puppet and they put him on to run you. You understand that? Do you believe in these characters that he's an old man and he means some good? He don't mean no bad. So they put him right there in front of you, paint a picture and everything, and you believe in him. The people who run you can't show up here. They can't. They have to use these minions to represent them. There go your Joe Biden right there, people. Why do you believe in these characters? They are all puppets working for the elites. Every world government, every world leader is a part of it. Every one of them is tied to the devil system. That's why they're there, playing their part right here.
Ready, this ends the press conference. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Listen to him.
Access to change it, had access. It wasn't confrontational at all. He came with very
Thank you, everybody. This ends the press conference. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
So
you.
you see, people? So yes, he following orders, and while he there fumbling and bumbling and try to answer the question, what happened? The woman supposed to be wrap it up. Say it's done. So there you go, people. The most powerful man in the world. Yes, they can shut him up at any time. He following orders, and also that woman that right there, that's not who he following orders from, can shut off the damn press conference. No more talking.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shut it down. You don't run shit. Look at this. So what is he doing right there, people? Like I say, he playing a whole bastard with Alzheimer's, dementia, soup brain style, no lie. Why is he playing like he this dumb, people? What's going on? We know it's not a human being. He can't have no dementia. Okay, so I break him down with the damn tentacles coming out of his sleeves, people. He's not a real human. So somebody please tell me, what happened to him there? Why is he showing the signs of dementia and them shit? Because they already know, people, that's what you're going through right now if you're that age. They're going to dry up, eyes can't show just like the queen. But they live on to run you. Still run the country, people. They're still supposed to be running around, visit this site, visit that site. All fake shit for the masses. Don't believe in no world government. They all fake, including this Biden character. It's over for you. What is he doing?
Are you bringing the U.S. in the interest of us right here in Vietnam?
Joe Biden is the oldest US president, so why is he being treated like a baby? Peter Doocy asked that same.
Yes, okay, let me explain that to you. When you get old, you transition back to a damn baby. You go back to baby stage. I've been telling you that the whole time about why is we whole enough to go back to baby stage. In certain cases, even wearing a diaper, pamper. No lie. Yeah, you don't get it, people. This is a world set up for us. That's why I mentioned when you live in the right place that you're supposed to, you live longer, but you don't get old and feeble. The old and feeble part is made up for us, people. It's just for us. The alteration of mankind, for them to bring you here in this circle, you have to be altered. Anytime they're gonna make a move with the masses, move you from one place to another, in order for you to accept it and everything, live with it and treat it like it's your origin. You have to be altered 100% in. I don't know what the alteration of the masses is, why they end up can bring us here and let us accept this part of the earth, but it happens. It did happen. The human being lose some kind of capability. They took it. For you to come over here, live and die quick. In and out, in and out. Like I say, 70 years ain't shit to them. They live longer than you. So yes, 70 years ain't shit to them. They can sit by 70 years and watch you expire. Do you understand that? So yes, people, we talk about people living long, not old. The old is a chemical reaction and your body make your bone get weak. Everything get weak. You go back to a baby stage. So yes, it's the oldest president and they treat him like a baby because when you're old, you actually go right back to being a baby. That's a bam. Let's get in the chat right quick. Appreciate everybody for being here. We go in the live stream in a little bit. We'll be back on. No, tomorrow is a podcast. Tomorrow we got the Thursday podcast on. So Friday we back on with the live again. So you already know. I'm setting up these schedules so we can get to do it. And you know, a lot of people complain about, oh, Maggie, this, that, and charging and all of this shit. But you see, the people that not even a member or nothing, they get way more videos than they used to. They get way more content, and they're the one who complaining. Like I say, you know, you should thank the people for being a member, and they get you a lot of content. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody complaining, nobody really, you know, regards to the people who actually making them seeing videos or, you know, get them more content, which is right on the money. Yeah, you get more content because these people are you being a member and pumping up the mag and you sit by, you enjoying the videos and then you complain. What a dumb shit. What's good, Echo? See you in the building. Yeah, much respect. I appreciate that. One love. Already. Yeah. The COS in the building. Yeah, Mellow Blue. I see you back in. What's good? Yeah. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, I see you, Christina. Holding it down. Yeah, I don't know why some of these comments be, you know, I guess you can't too much say nothing on YouTube nowadays. Everything they're trying to shadow the comment a little bit. Even though I don't have that on. I don't have on no kind of restriction on the comment. Yeah, but you know, some of them message, if you say anything in there, they would try to, you know, hide it. But I still release it. I just press show and see, you know, maybe it show up on everybody's screen. Well, all right. Yeah, that's what you should do, my friend. Hey, yeah, forever. Yeah, that's how it is. Forever listening. Yeah, well, learning. Yeah, if you know, that's how it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah, Jerry, what's happening? Big up yourself. We're in the building. Hey, you're always welcome, Mary Charles. No doubt about it. Yeah, we do this for the reason what we're doing it for. We're not gonna change. Yeah, as long as it's necessary, we go beyond. That's what it is. The only time I'm not gonna be on is when it's not necessary. You feel me? When it's not necessary, and I don't know if it gonna comes down to that. So yeah, we go be here. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, Mellow Blue, of course. You know already this is the mag. Raw and L. That's how he is. We're not gonna change nothing. You feel me? Yeah, and if they're not accepting me for what I am, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, if you don't wanna accept me for what I do and what I am, hey, you wasting time being here because I ain't gonna change. Yeah, it's just simple. Yeah, fit goddess in the building. What's happening? Of course, we always doing it, you know. Yeah, Lily, it's a necessary info for sure. Yeah, Grandmaster X, appreciate that, man. Much respect. You already know it goes. Hey, you know it go, man. Hey, whenever you can, you do it. You know what I mean? We spreading the content around, so you know, at the end of the day, everybody get it. You know, it's just all about timing, and if most of it, for the most part, like I say, it's just showing your support to the mag at the end of the day, because that's all it is at the end of the day when you're being a member and a patron and all of that. That's all you're doing, man. Just showing back some love to the mag and your respect. That's all it is. Yeah. So I appreciate everybody for being a member. All the Patreon. Shout out to all the Patreon every time. Yeah, we go do a little rundown and shout out some Patreon. Of course, you go do that in a little bit. Yeah, because all you have to do, man, if you find out that some contents out there from the mag that you're not really, getting, that's all you can go on ahead and get up on the Patreon, let me know what it is, and you can get it. Yeah, that's how it is. That's why I set those up, and like I say, gonna be a time when the truth gonna be basically censored. No lie, gonna be censored in a way where you're gonna come down to a time where you have to scramble to find the mag truth. And I already know sometimes, I've been around here nice and good, have channels behind channels and all these channels lined up, and then bam, they sink all of them one time because of one event. One event, the pandemic coming in and all of that shit shut down all my channel. You give us George Floyd bullshit and I've decided that, hey, I ain't gonna let the people buy that shit for nothing. That's just our agenda. And because I show it up, that was part of the demise of the channels. You know what I mean? Yeah, so the mag will never change. It's just them have to just slightly accept me now because they realize that I'm not stopping. And if that's not one of the reasons why they have to just leave me at the side, because I'm not going to stop. So you can do whatever you do in your power. I'm going to still come back. Whatever I got in my power, I can do it and come back. And that's part of it too, why they have to let me flourish. Leave me alone. You can do some manipulation here and there, but at the end of the day, they can't stop me. And another thing that you need to know, since a lot of people don't really get that part of it, it's a strategy I'm doing right here. It's a strategy. You have to understand, in order for me to get my truth out, this is my strategy here. So yes, YouTube, they don't quick to take down your channel when you are a partner. You know that? Once you making them some money and all of that, they're not quick to take down your channel. They're not quick to take down your video. That's what I realized. And I even mentioned it before that I kind of figured it out that YouTube have more respect for their supposedly partner than you just making videos and have nothing going on. You don't have a crowd. You don't have, you know what I mean? They feel like you nothing. They don't have no problem losing you, kick you off the network. But yeah, when you have members and you have these things and you stand up here. So it's not like I don't have backative. The people that being a member back me up. So that's why, they have to leave it alone for the most part. Yeah, I'm going to lick out on everything that I used to eat out on the same damn thing. You better know that. I ain't changing for nothing. So they realize that the only thing they have to do is just accept the mag that I'm here. You can do a little manipulation there, hide some of my views. I still can see it when I go into the the YouTube studio, the real views, but they always hide like 1,000 of the views when it just started out. It will catch up in a few days. You know what I mean? But they do that to kind of deteriorate people from clicking on at the first time when the video come out and them things, but we can live with that. Some people don't get notification and them things. We can live with that. You know what I mean? It's them taking down the videos on the channel we can't deal with. Yeah. Yeah, we have a new Patreon just get in today. Yeah, Israel Berry, what's good? Yeah, appreciate you for being a patron of the Mag Bit of Truth. Yeah, the Sky at Night Raw, what's good under the dome? Yeah, I love that name, man. Much respect for being a patron of the Mag Bit of Truth. Yes, what they do, Jeff. Hey. Much respect, Jeff Slay. Appreciate you for being a VIP patron of the Mag Bit of Truth. Sharon Maris, also a VIP of the Bit of Truth. Yeah. Much respect. Yeah, Antonio. Yeah, I see you. What's good? Yeah, Bogo, 74. Yeah. Always respect, man. You know that goal. Yeah, Donald Thomas. Yeah, I see you. What's happening? Player Righteous in the building. Yeah. I see you. I know it's you, man. Yeah, appreciate you every time, man. You already know. Much respect. Yeah, Donna Marie. Yeah, these are some of my favorite people. I'm glad that they're making it as a Patreon. You know what I mean? Donna Marie, been around for a long time. Thank you for being a patron of the Mag Bit of Truth. Yeah. Yeah, Raj, I see you in the building. What's happening? Yeah. Much respect being a patron. Yeah, expert. Yeah, I see you in the building. Yeah, we gonna keep going already. Vanessa, much respect. Also a patron of the Mag Bit of Truth. Yeah, Sonia Richards, big up all day of the week. Barbie girl, I already know, man. Tina, much respect. Christina, I see you in the building. Frederick Thomas, yes, I see you, man. Much respect for being a patron of the Bit of Truth. Yes, I appreciate all of you. Jacob, yeah, VIP patron. Respect, sir. What's good? Yeah, Makio, Alexander, yeah, I see you. Much respect. Hey, Nick, what they do? Hey, we on again, man. About to close out this live, but we be back again on tomorrow. Already, Abdul. Yeah, Abzim, we see you. Truth Server, Ilana in the building. What's good? Yeah, we gonna keep it going. You already know. Respect to Matt. Yeah. Bit of Truth patron from day one. Yeah. Angel Ollie. You already know, man. Much respect already. Yeah, Angel Enley. Respect. Yes, VIP patron. Yes, and shout out to all the members in the building right now. You already know, man. Every day we get up, start this push. Glad to see the members right there behind me. You understand that? No doubt about it. Make me feel, real relevant to do this truth right here with the people's backing me up. So yes, thank you for being a member of the Mag Bit of Truth right here on YouTube. And we go stay on. Yeah, we have another live segment coming up, man, Friday. So, look out. And we go have some live videos as well. And we go have fun with that as well, chop it up in the chat, live chat while the video's going on. Yes, appreciate everybody, man. We on. And like I say, it's comfortable right now doing this shit, knowing that we got the family behind us. You know what I mean? That's showing up as the family. You understand that? People just behind the wall talking. Yes, they're showing up. So yes, much respect to everybody who tuning in today, man, and being a member for the Mag Bit of Truth. Yes, I'm on the run. Bam.